Little babies. Netzel and Laverne. Pretzel. And Shirley is right there. Look how pretty they keep becoming. Oh, you're so pretty. I know the cage is a little small right now, but they have been going back and forth. This is their second or third size, and then they'll get their fourth size here in a minute. But look how cute. This one has gotten so dark, and this one has gotten such a pretty light gray. And then the yellow ones with that golden, the other one has a more golden brown on her chest. Laverne and Shirley. One has a more golden brown. See, look at that. More golden brown on her front chest, the breast. Then, then the other one. See, look at not very much golden brown on that one right there. Look at, I love this golden brown. She is so pretty, such a pretty bird. But something must have got you guys sketched out last night because you're acting really sketchy. You're acting really sketchy today. You're curious about the phone and see it closer? Yep, something got you guys sketched out last night. You keep running for your bedroom. I have to clean all this up today. So pick out whatever you want. This afternoon it's gonna be gonzo. Look at you with the golden brown. So pretty. You really have gotten just beautiful. Where are you, Oscar? There you are. You're a good boy. Never mind. I was just checking. Good boy. I was just checking. Just checking. Checking. Oh yeah, I got my paint shots yesterday in my thumbs. Oh goodness, look at. There's my left hand. And my son's ashes are in there. And oh, my skin looks all dry and crunchy right now. And then there's my right hand. And the badger tattoo for my dad. And a teepee. Well, part of a teepee tattoo. My Thunderbird ring. This is a storm cloud with the third eye. But you can't see it today anyways. Chicky. I stumbled over that one, Oscar. Look at your beard. You were digging through this stuff because you could see the pine chips in your beard, Oscar. Zoom in here. Okay, let me see your beard. Let me see. Yep, see. Oh, come here, Oscar. Okay, let's see. Where's those pine chips? Let me see your beard. Not your butt. Come here, Oscar. Let's see your beard. Hold still. Let's see your beard. Wow. There's pine chips in the beard. You're digging around. Pine chips in your beard. You're busted. That beard always gets you busted. You look at me like, no, I didn't do it. But it's all in your beard, bro. All in your beard. Oh, and look, my little raspberry bush decided to turn into a cottonwood. That's amazing how that happened, huh? It died off and came back a few times, and then, oh, and it looks like a little tomato plant also got in there too somehow. So it started off as raspberries is like a buffet almost now. Anyway, besides the cottonwood. But how cute is that? My sage was you were having a rough time coming in. And so I have to water him today though, because it didn't It didn't hold much water they didn't get much water from the storm. But, so I put in some pecans, see if they will grow. That is not anything coming up. That is something that fell from the, pine tree. And my mullein is doing really good. This is its second year. Or second season. Those ones were transplanted from, oh, you know what? It's its third season. Because they were transplanted from a friend's yard up in the hills. And, or their property. They didn't want them. And so that's where I uprooted the sage and the mullein and some roses, some wild roses, and what else did I get up there? I don't remember, but oh my gosh, look, we have one of my sunflowers. Oh, good, and it's right in here where the deer are not gonna get it. See, this is how much attention I was paying to everything when I was in so much pain. But you know what? Those leaves look funny. So I don't know what sunflower that is, or it might be a brown-eyed or black-eyed Susan. Is it brown-eyed Susan or black-eyed Susan? And the potatoes. The mint is still taking over like everything. And I even sold a whole bucket off for like $10. A whole 5-gallon bucket with a lot of these really tall mint plants. See, I took it out of right here. And right over here. But look how tall they just really cover up the roses and block them out from the sun. And this sand cherry bush is doing great. And there's some more sunflower in there too. So they have the long skinny leaves too. It must just be. And look, we have another little cottonwood that's popped up. I have to get it up out of there because it's too close to the house and that can cause some problems. My grandma had to have her plumbing done almost every year after 50 years of a rose or a cottonwood that my daddy had dug up from out here on the ranch on the reservation and taken down to Lakewood and put it in their front yard. And he was just a little kid, you know. And she was so proud of it. I guess after 30, 40 years, they started having to fix their plumbing every year. But because she was so proud of her boy that brought that cottonwood and it grew so big and tall. And, yeah, we all love that old cottonwood. But anyway, I know she had to deal with the plumbing from it being too close to the house. So we'll have to move it and save it. And some more roses. And look, these ones are pink, and then that one's kind of peachish. And this one's gonna be kind of peachy too. And you can see I have to get in there and get some grass pulled because it's not the sweet grass that I tried to grow out here. It doesn't have the purple at the ends. But, it's, for some reason, there's a giant rock in there from last year. I don't know. I have to get that out of there now. It's going to cause things to not be able to come up underneath it. And it must have been stabilizing something last year. But, can't remember. That was where the mint started. Really, like, all the mint started there. And then this patch over here. And then I was trying to keep... Good Lord, my rock collection. I'm out on my socks and it rained like crazy. Night before last, and it's still pretty wet. So then I moved it over here last year to keep the deer away from some other things I was growing behind it, which I'm not growing right now because I moved things around. I don't do the same thing every year. And then I had mint in front, so it was more sunflower. I had mint in front and a beautiful dandelion. And so I had the mint in front so that the deer wouldn't be interested. And you can see the vines are just everywhere. They've become like my arch enemy. Oh, I planted potatoes in here recently. And look, we have some new greenery in there. Some things going on right there. Wait, Oscar. And this big rock, I love that one because it makes me think of a snow-covered mountain peak. See that big one? It's actually pretty big. And look at the mullein is so beautiful this year. My goodness. It's beautiful. Hold on, Oscar. You'll go in a minute. And I got that. They were 70% off or 90% off or something. So I grabbed a couple of them. And some really sad tomato plants too that there's one sad little tomato, poor things. I'm gonna have to cut them back. My moonflowers are coming up still, just real slow. And those red huskers, red husker, those are gorgeous. I think I'm gonna take one to Colorado for my son's widow. And then I have chocolate. I have to put my fence up around here now because things are growing that the deer will eat. And so I have to do that. But look at, they are really pretty when after deadhead them though. But look at, there's my chocolate mint. Oops, let's shrink it back down. Yeah, there's my chocolate mint coming back. You can see how big it was before I had to cut it back last year. I think I'll put it in that flower bed. It'll be a good spot for it. This, we don't know what it is. It came with some hens and chicks that died. And I cut back because they were in really bad shape when I got them. And so it's a mystery.